Hello friends, it's the RevBTB, and I am doing a quick flip through of the journal that I've been working on. I had a little process series of videos that I was going to try to clip together, but I was going over it and I really didn't look like it didn't look right. So anyway, I'm starting over with just this share of what I've done so far, and I'll explain to you what I did. This is a manila envelope, and what I did was I gessoed the envelope, the outside of the manila envelope. Also opened it up and put in a piece of like Tyvek material to help keep the spine with that, from ripping and stuff. Then what I did was I distressed a piece of paper that was a thin piece of scrapbook paper that had some like newsprint type on it, and also I took some of my coffee stained and walnut stained craft paper, and I crinkled everything all up and tore it, and then sort of collaged it on with Mod Podge. And so this is what I came out with, and it sort of looks leathery to me, and I dressed it a little bit as I went along, and used some of my shimmer sprays that I've got recently. Then I lined the inside with some paper that a friend of mine and I had gotten while we went down to Michael's on a shopping trip one day. And so this is basically just a pamphlet stitch, one signature. And so this is the front page, and I did some stamping with the Prima stamps that I received in the mail. There's that one. This is a little bag from Target, and I stapled some stuff on it and put this was a rack that I had received, so I put that in there as like a little journal spot. And then here on the back side of the bag I put two banners, and then I had matted this piece. It says Curiosity, so I thought this was kind of curious. It's a paper bag with two banners, one going up and one going down, so I thought that was kind of neat. This is a piece of green vellum that I just distressed the edges and stamped it here or there. This is also a rack, and I shimmer misted it a little bit and put it on top of this paper that I had made by just inking up my acrylic block and then spraying water spritz on it and just dragging it over the page. And you can also see here on the side here, this piece right there, that is actually the flap to a vellum envelope, and so you'll see that later in the book. Just stapled a little tuck spot there. Piece of my coffee dyed and stained to-do paper, steno paper that I distressed. And then I did some layering on this pocket here, and this is like a cork butterfly, and then a little metal embellishment and just some ephemera that I had, so that creates a pocket that I'm going to make tags for later. These were some tags that I'd gotten in a rack, and here I had I didn't really want to distress it because I liked the paper, and it's double-sided, so I'm going to see if I can get up close. It's sort of like military stars. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. They just are, they're like raised, they look like raised up stars. And what I did was fold it over the top so that I could expose that part of the backside of the paper on the keys. And then I took my sanding block and sanded over the top of it because I sort of like that scratchy look. So I did that, and it's too bad in the process video I kind of showed that a little bit. I took the leftover slice and just sort of created a weird little tuck spotty type thing there. And of course I'll do some more stuff here. This is a piece of that walnut and coffee dyed paper that I had baked off in the oven with that cool broiler tray. This was just a piece of black vellum, and I had gotten that Prima kit, and this was the brick wall that was in there, so I used white ink and then some glittery Stampin' Up! Clear embossing powder over the top of it, and I embossed the whole page to make it look like an awkward brick wall. And then this was a piece of when I had my scrapbooking crop shop thing, I had a sewing machine, and I sewed around the edges of some basil paper, and I put them in little kits and called it So Cool Scraps. And so I'd found a bunch of those old inventory, so I put that in here with this bicycle on that. And then I just distressed this piece of paper here. So there's the back side of it. You can see it better from that pocket I was explaining, the stars. And I glimmer misted that. Did the same thing here, and I sort of lined this piece here with black vellum because I just sort of liked the stripe. I don't know if you can see that really well, but I liked the watery waterfall type effect. So when I did the glimmer mist, I really sprayed the crap out of it and then took my heat gun to it. This page is the gold type glimmer mist, or I think it's Tattered Angels bronze. Took a doily here and just layered it with some circles and distressed that and put that around that piece of vellum. Oh no, that's black cardstock, I'm sorry. And this is some distressing I did on the back side of that black cardstock. I took a stencil and just pounced. And this is from that book that I keep using that I'd gotten at the grocery store for free. And it was a Reader's Digest condensed version, and they always have some pretty neat pictures. And this is from the War on Remembrance. And I liked the picture, and not really so much because the artwork as far as like what it looks like, but it's sort of just the scene itself. I kind of envision something different when I look at it. I envision my grandfather was a engine mechanic for a small company on the coast of Maine, and so it kind of reminds me of him just because it's like a boat. This was just a piece of cardstock that I distressed and used a real thick piece to put in the middle here to kind of help keep the center secured, and I just did 3 holes. And this is sort of like an accordion fold on this piece of vellum. This was like a leftover slice of coffee dyed and stained vellum that I had. It's like a blue stripe. So I kind of accordion folded it, and I'm going to use that as like a pocket to, be able to put things in like letters and whatnot. This I just put a strip of washi tape down the side of it, and I liked that, I put these together on purpose because I liked the way that they looked with the colors on the paper there. So there's that, the other side of that, and then I had used some of the glimmer mists and my Martha Stewart punches and made the butterflies, and this was actually some of the flower stamen from the Prima kit that I'd gotten, but I didn't use the flowers, and I just kind of made the butterflies from extra scraps from what I used to tear off the front, and I just kind of made it going up there. I thought that looked pretty neat. More stamps to match the one on the front there and tie more into the Harlequin. Here's the other side of that freaky flap. The other side of that sanded pocket. Steno paper and the to-do list, and I just like the thing here. I think I'm gonna leave this blank and maybe put a rose stamp at the bottom, but I'm not sure. But I just love the way that that looks. And here's that envelope. It's like a glassine bag type, And this is on the outside, the important, and the memo is a piece of ephemera that I got in a pack, and I just slid that inside the pocket. Another piece, the other side of that green vellum, and I stamped a green bird on it. And I put that in the corner up on the next page because I knew it would show through, and I thought that was kind of neat. And so time flies. I don't know. But what's neat is also on the back side you see the bird too. And then here's the other side of that bag, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I don't know if I might slice it open on this side, like up here at the top a little bit, and make it a pocket that goes this way. I'm not sure. Down here we've got some gears, and up here it's time. So that's what's on that page, and here's the end. And I haven't really figured out what I want to do with my pocket yet. I don't know if I want to put a piece of paper there, if I want to distress it in some way. It's still got the glue on it, and I know I don't want to leave the glue, so I'm going to do something. I just don't know exactly what, so I've left it blank for now. And I'm not sure how I want to close it. At first, I thought I wanted to wrap it around, but then as I fill it up, it's not going to actually fold over anymore. So I'm going to just leave it as a pocket. And, you know, I kind of want one of those wraparound clasps, but I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet. I'm still undecided. So anyway, thanks for watching my flip through of the journal that I'm making, and the next time I come to you with this journal, I'm hoping to have it mostly finished. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.